Hey guys, I'm Gamer back here for the video, guys. Welcome back to episode of my Madden Noclipped series, where we noclip inside and outside of stadiums from Madden 22 to Madden 25. Now, we're going to start off with Madden 22, then we go Madden 23, Madden 24, and finalize it off with Madden 25. Today we're looking at the Indianapolis Colts Stadium, and the cool thing about this stadium in Madden 22 is there's actually working cars on the outside of this stadium. That's right, we have working cars in a Madden game. And they only get better in Madden 23 and then go non-existent in Madden 24. We're going to be looking at that today, guys. This is one of the few stadiums that does have working cars in Madden. But starting off right away, we got the locker room area for the Indianapolis Colts. And as always, Madden 22, I feel like is such a baseline for this. It's not really good. It's not really bad. It's kind of just mid. And then it gets better and better as the Maddens go on. Now, Madden 22, keep in mind, was the biggest maps of any Madden. For some reason, EA went crazier in Madden 22 than any other Madden when it comes to the actual map size. It's kind of insane. Also, the dark areas of any map in Madden, Madden 22, Madden 23, that is, what you're going to see is it's kind of like pixelated a little bit. It's not the best looking. I'm not sure why. I think it's just probably just how they coded the game. All of these games are being utilized through the Frostbite engine, but not sure why. It's just a little bit like, ugh, kind of looks a little not the best, I will say. It doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look the best. But it gets better with every single Madden. Obviously, once you hit next gen with his Madden 24 on PC, that's when you start getting really, really good looking stuff. So unlike MetLife Stadium, which we just looked at recently, this actually does have vendors inside the stadium. MetLife, while yes, you would think it would be really kind of cool and unique and, you know, things going on, it really isn't. It's a very bland stadium in Madden. The big thing about MetLife is outside of Madden, right? Outside the actual stadium is the crazy stuff going on. For this stadium, as you can see, we do have little areas right here, little crevices right here. This stays true for Madden 22 to Madden 25. These crevices really don't change much at all. This stadium, obviously Lucas Oil Stadium, very beautiful stadium overall wise. It does have two different options when you're utilizing the stadium. You have you can either have the roof open or the roof closed. If you like to see a video where the roof is completely gone, check out the channel. We removed the roof of this stadium in another video where we actually got rid of everything on top, like not just a little bit. We got rid of majority of everything, and it looks a little bit different. Of course, over here we do have two, I believe it's called drag cars. Yeah, I believe it's called drag racing, right? When you have those two cars and they have them like pointed up against each other against the wall, which, you know, cool. I mean, not against the wall, sorry, against each other in the middle of the area right there. So I'm just trying to get my camera to get a good angle here. There we go. Okay, sometimes when I noclip, it kind of, you know, is a little janky. It's a little messed up. It's a little weird. We do have a tractor right here. I really love the visuals, by the way, of this stadium. It looks so freaking good. Even outside of just the actual stadium. Again, as we go through Madden, you're going to see them get better and better and better. So this area over here is kind of bland. Nothing really. Actually, I might be incorrect. I thought there were vendors in the stadium. This might not have vendors. This might be like literally just like MetLife, where it's very bland outside of the obvious areas. It's so weird how some stadiums are like this, but then other stadiums will have like crazy stuff. The Falcons literally have their own custom sponsors in their stadium. It's crazy. So I really expected it to be a little bit better with this one, but I guess not. Yeah, no, I mean, the suites are at least a little bit open and actually look good compared to other stadiums. It's so weird how much little detail EA puts into some stadiums, but not others. And then others are completely 180 it and just make it kind of like, yeah, not really that great. They're such a weird company, I swear. You gotta love them, but you gotta hate them at the same time, because the stuff they do makes absolute no sense. And it's not just an Ultimate Team, it's also in, you know, just Madden creating stadiums and building stadiums, which, as you guys know, if you guys see my other videos, by the end of this year, I'm going to choose one stadium, fully map it out inside the stadium and outside, and get it 100% accurate. So, yes, you see correctly, there's working cars. And this gets better and better as we go throughout the Maddens, because the original just working cars, whatever, this isn't too crazy. There's only like, I think 4 or 5, but the way they are mapped is kind of freaking dope, because they're just mapped to kind of drive around. And again, as we go throughout other stadiums and other things, you're going to see that they actually do go into like neighborhoods and park. They are very detailed, okay? So why does this need to be a thing in Madden? It doesn't. It really doesn't. But it's a thing because EA Sports decided it was a thing. And I believe there's a total of, I want to say 12 different cars that drive around. To answer the age-old question here, no, you cannot see these cars from the stadium. No matter what angle you get, no matter what thing you see, these cars have absolutely zero purpose. You cannot see them. You cannot... there's no cutaway gag here. There's nothing that shows the cars. They're just there and driving around. So if you ever play Madden 22 and you're like, hey, listen, I think I hear a car outside, ha ha ha. No, you probably do. Because there are cars in Madden 22, there's cars in Madden 23, and you can't see them from the actual stadium. So really, they have absolute zero purpose to them outside of EA Sports. I don't know if they were planning something, they were thinking about doing something. They were like, hey, listen, maybe we could do cars and we could, you know, do this, that, third. I don't know. Maybe they had an idea, but for some reason, yes, we have cars in Madden. They operate, they are mapped correctly, and I'm not sure about this stadium exactly, but I know other stadiums, they actually do go into neighborhoods, they park, they have custom houses. You want gameplay fixes? You get cars. Cars, boys. We get cars. You want them to fix this, that, or a third? Hey, is that loop blitz annoying you? How it keeps beating you and destroying you in the game? You get cars. Is the game unplayable? Did I mention cars? Yeah, this is this is a thing. Cars. Anyway, sorry. It's hard for me to go back through this map and not kind of hyper fixate on cars. I do have ADHD, so it doesn't help out a lot when I see cars. I just instantly be like, hey, we actually had cars in a video game. That was a football video game. Outside of the actual stadium and stuff like that, this map is very humongous. Being Madden 22, it has to be. It's kind of like, you know, in the job description. But other than the obvious of, again, cars, it's a very okay map. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's like the greatest map of all time, but it's a pretty decent map. Size-wise, great. Detail-wise, decent. It is, you know, again, there is, based on what I understand, based on what people have told me in the comic section, outside of this stadium, there isn't like too many crazy things going on. So this isn't like too inaccurate of what it's supposed to be. You do have a small town city here that kind of just gives you the rundown information of like, okay, this is, you know, the area around the stadium. That was a weird way to say that. You have like a little city they built, okay? Which is supposed to represent the correct city. So, oh man, I'm all over the place today, okay? It's cars, that's why. That's you give me cars and I'm hyper fixating on that in every way possible. Just how it works. We got a building over here, some more buildings over here. Elevation is kind of weird. It's kind of like the Seattle Seahawks Stadium where the elevation just makes everything wonky. It is what it is. You know, it's not really... It doesn't take away from it, but it definitely makes it a little bit difficult to kind of go through certain areas and actually see everything, which, whatever. It is what it is at the end of the day. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and switch over to Madden 23. Next Madden on the docket. And then again, we're going Madden 24 and Madden 25. Now, Madden 22 in this series, we do go a little bit overboard with some things that we look at. Madden 23 is kind of just not a once-over, but we kind of get back to the whole point of view. And then Madden 25, or Madden 24, 25, we kind of just try to see the differences here and there. So, this is Madden 23. I hope you realize that the graphics got a crap ton better. Which, yeah, they did. They absolutely did. So it looks like the tunnels starting off right away are a little bit better overall wise. Oh my god, this tunnel is actually humongous. Okay, I don't know why I didn't realize how humongous this tunnel was. We have elevator doors, I want to say, but they're not. They're like random doors with lights emitting from them, which is kind of cool, but kind of weird at the same time. We have a picture. Maybe? I don't know what that is. Okay. Shout out to EA Sports and their random additions in Madden 23. Madden 23, and what you saw with Madden 22 as well, is even though cars were in these games, people were not. Madden 24 is when we first saw seeing people in the actual stadium, or outside the stadium, because EA decided that, you know what, we could have cars, but people, no. Too much. Too much work. So we just get cars, no people. Madden 24, they become ants, and they become so repetitive, they actually get annoying. So, kind of how it works, how it operates. But up here, it's very much the same as Madden. And yes, there's cars. Yes, there's cars in Madden 23. Let's go. Why did they get rid of cars? I mean, you're not going to work on gameplay anyway. You got the motorcycle right there. You got the beautiful lawnmower. The stadium in general was very bland and just not really the best looking when it comes to outside of when it comes to areas that you're not supposed to get to. Other stadiums look really good in areas you're not supposed to get to. We have a 3D modeled here, 3D modeled inside here, which is kind of dope to be honest. We have over here. Let's go ahead and go inside this. Yeah, it's just like Madden 22. It's nothing really that different. Let's just check them out. Why not? Nothing really in there. It looks exactly the same no matter where you go. And I know all we care about right now is cars. Because cars are outside the stadium. Just things you gotta bring back. Let's all go in a pack strike until we get cars back, boys. Alright, so cars, like we were talking about. Yep, there's, I believe, the same amount. I want to say maybe a little bit more. I would say probably the same amount. I know we're only on this one side here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they kind of just go in this kind of pattern. So we have, I believe, around, I want to say 4 on each side. So around, I believe, 12 total. But yeah, they kind of go in this pattern and then they just disappear into the road. So they go this way, they're mapped out to drive this way down the road, and then they disappear. Again, in future other stadiums, I don't think it's a stadium now that I look at it again. I don't think it's this stadium, but other stadiums, they actually are programmed and mapped to actually go into neighborhoods and park and go to certain houses. That's in other maps. I thought it was in this map, but apparently this map is not that designed. Not designed as much as other maps are, which again get crazier and crazier. But shout out to EA Sports for that, because something that really doesn't need to be in this game is in this game. We got Lucas Oil Stadium on the outside here. Again, very beautiful looking stadium overall wise. I like it a little bit better without the roof. It was actually cursed without the roof. But if you do it correctly, I feel like the roof being gone could actually worked out. It could have worked out a lot better if I would have done it a little bit better with the roof, I feel like. But it's very cursed without the roof. I'll be honest with you. But Madden 23, as I said before, it's just a very much smaller map across the board. So while Madden 22, you have a lot more area, a lot more room, a lot more things going on. Madden 23, it's just like Madden 22, but minus 1.5 times size. So you get yourself a kind of very small situation going on. Which, again, you know, it is what it is. As we go around here, you can see the map. The size of the map is just a little bit smaller. The elevation is still kind of wonky, still kind of iffy. We're about to go into Madden 24, and my heart's about to break because we're about to lose the cars. Yes, Madden 24, sadly, didn't go the route of the cars. They went the route of the people. And just like the Pixar movie Cars, I like the cars better. I prefer the cars. But yeah, so again, like I said, still a very good looking stadium. A lot of farmland, a lot of just open up, you know, I guess not farmland, but just open areas that really aren't really much going on. And the beautiful cars. Madden 24! People. Yes, this is the people game. This is the people or ants game. Also, the graphics look better. Also, it is next gen. So, it's the fancy crap going on. I'm sorry, I'm upset about the cars. I'm projecting the anger on the cars. Anyway, locker room. Looks good, for the most part. Not bad. Not a bad locker room. The reflection I love. So, this reflects out to, like, the sides of the sides of the stadium, which kind of looks cool. Does it make any sense? Absolutely no. Is it supposed to make sense? No. We also get a telephone, a red telephone, which is for emergencies only. So that's kind of a dope that we actually get that. It's the little things, man. Madden 24 was literally just, the definition of Madden 24 is just, we added the little things into this. Like, it's not much, but it's the little things. And that's what we added. That's Madden 24 in a nutshell. We added little details that you probably didn't care about or know about, but you spent $60 for. So just know and be assured in your heart that they're different. But they're not really. And you spent the same amount of money for the same thing. So, funny cars. We got our typical stuff over here. We got our lawnmower. We got our motorcycle. We got 2 drag cars. We got our little bathroom area right there for whatever reason. Again, like I said, it's not much of a difference, but enough of a difference. I love EA Sports, man. They love to add just the small little minuscule details and be like, we upgraded. I'm not looking forward to going outside. When you take away my cars and you add people, I don't like it. Alright, let's just rip the band-aid off. We got the sweets here. Got the sweets going on. And I don't want to go outside. I don't want to go outside the stadium. I like it inside here, man. There's not people walking every single 3 inches. Okay. Oh, wait. This is a... Okay, hold up. I forgot. This is a dome stadium. So maybe there won't be people. There aren't people outside. This is gorgeous. Okay, never mind. I love this stadium again. I forgot about this. So dome stadiums are the one stadium where they won't have people outside. Every other stadium they will. Like Raven Stadium, they're like freaking ants every single 3 inches of the outside of the world. But for some reason... I mean, well, it makes sense, but in dome stadiums, they don't have people on the outside, which also makes no sense why they have it on the Raven Stadium, because you literally can't see the outside, but whatever. Yeah, so they don't have people on the outside, but they also don't have cars. So we got the good stuff going on of no people, but the bad stuff of no cars, because, man, I was... really looking forward to that. It's still good looking. It is next gen. The map is a crap ton smaller than previous Maddens, and even with that being said, it's just it's not as good. It's not as good. It's not as good, and you know why. You know why. I don't even have to say it. You know why. Anyway, we're about to go to Madden 25, and Madden 25, obviously the most latest and greatest Madden 25 Remastered Edition. It looks the greatest when it comes to things that's on occurrence. Outside of the very important things in life. I'm not even a car guy. You know, that's what honestly is the crazy part. I'm not even a car guy. If you watch this far in the video, comment down below and say, I'm not even a car guy. And I know the real ones. I'll know the real ones who watch this whole entire video. Which I appreciate you if you have. But anyway. Map-wise, again, like I said, not the biggest, not the smallest. It's kind of immediate. And the trade deadline is now officially done, boys. So if your team did not trade for somebody, they're not getting somebody. So that is what it is. Shout out to that fact. All right. Let's go on to Madden NFL 25 in 2 seconds. In 1 second. Welcome. Hey, said a little bit early. Let's go through all these maps again and again. Welcome, Madden 25. Thank you. My bad on that. I really did not. I did not time that correctly in any way. But yes, the beautiful Madden 25 of all things going on. The floor of the locker room is baby blue. It looks good for what it is. It looks actually really good. You also have that little black tarp right there inside. Oh, I guess tarp. You have a rug inside. The locker rooms just completely got revamped. Like, I mean, the locker rooms are so much better. Which, hey, you know, listen. Sometimes you gotta look at the little W's in life. You gotta be happy with the little things. I tell girls all the time that. And you know, that's exactly what this is. Just be happy with the little things. We are people too. Beside the point. Anyway. Oh man. I do love Madden 25 when it comes to some of the stadiums. They look good. They really do look good. I feel like they did a good job of enhancing most of these stadiums and making them actually an update. And when you look at Madden 22 to Madden 25, you really see the 3 years of enhancements. It's not much, but it's there. Again, that's what I tell girls every single day. It's not much, but it's there. It's there. It's the thought that matters. Anyway, it's the small changes. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about my penis. Anyway. My bad. I'm bleeding over my That Much Gamer 1 video to my That Much Gamer 2 video. I'm bleeding over it too much. Again, on the outside of this stadium, well, I guess the inside. Let's look at over here. We got our typical stuff, 2 drag race cars. We got our tractor. We got our motorcycle. Our funny cars 3D attraction. I say attraction. It's a 3D building. Inside of a building. Inside of a building. Inside of a building. Yes. This reminds you of like old time, man. Like that building, that funny cars building reminds you of like an old time. Old times. I don't know why. It just does. It reminds me like back when I was a kid. It has that like 1990 type aspect to it. Which, kind of like. Alright. Whatever. We got drag race cars right here. Which says Colts on them. We got the can grill. Nice. We got some more stuff up here. Some more just like race cars up there. Are they called drag cars? I know that the long ones are called drag cars. I'm not sure about the small ones. They might. I think they're called F1s. Or maybe that's just F1 racing. And maybe I'm an idiot. Probably so. But I know one of it's called like F1 or something. We have Colts sign up here on one side. We also have, of course, the Indianapolis Colts Jumbotron over there. We have another couple pictures on either side here. And also 2 Colts flags. Which look freaking dope as heck. And then we have, obviously, this inside area right here. So they have a couple flags up there. I don't remember seeing them in Madden 22 or Madden 23 or Madden 24. They probably were there, but I did not see them. So, not sure, but also could be that they might not have hung them up yet. I don't know, you know. Anyway, though, up here we do have our little area where, you know, again, we looked at Madden 22 as well. We have our flags up there, flags up there. Now going down here a little bit. Over here, just some areas, not really anything special. Again, a lot of this is just not complete overall wise, so it's kind of just like, minuscule, not really anything special to look at. Let's go back a little bit here. And what did that sign say? Something about, I think it said keep railing or something, or keep to the side, I don't know. Anyway, this is the top of the stadium. I was trying to see if I could hit the roof here and maybe look at the roof, but we can't. Again, this is something I would love to see in Madden 26 is the ability to change the camera angle, because camera angles is freaking awful. I wish we could kind of see a more generalized, you know, really wide angle view. Sadly, we cannot. So we're kind of just stuck with what we have, which, hey, listen, tell girls that all the time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm really bleeding over the Madden, That My Gamer 1 channel, which is more just like goofy and funny. This is more serious channel, but still. Anyway, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions and everything. We got a Colts sign on the outside of this stadium. It also says Pro Shop on the little bottom thing right there. We got a lot of foliage out here. We have a sign right here which just shows us the gates and stuff like that. And again, like I said, I do like the attention to detail of this stuff because we never get to see this stuff on the outside of the stadium. We really never even get like a glimpse of it. The Pro Shop in there is completely fake. If you go inside, it literally just is a void. So it's just a picture on a plane of glass. That's all it is. Which I find absolutely hilarious for no reason. That literally all it is a plane of glass in a picture that has no value. Oh, it's the little things, man. It's the little things right there. We got Lucas Oil Stadium on the outside here. And again, Madden 25 is the smallest map you're going to find. So you're not really going to get too much when it comes to Madden 25 map size-wise. It is what it is. It's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. As years go along, they make the maps outside the stadium a little bit smaller, add more detail to them because why the fluff not? But it's not really like it's anything special on the outside. It's just kind of smaller maps, more details, which works out very well for someone who isn't no-clipping outside the stadium. Again, if you don't no-clip outside the stadium, it's better for you, right? Map sizes are still ridiculously humongous for no reason. Just kind of how it works. Just how it is. Elevation, so a little crazy over here on the left-hand side. But there are no cars. And that's all that matters, really. All I care about. RIP cars in Madden 22. And Madden 23. RIP cars. Because it was a failed franchise and it was also a failed experiment by EA Sports. I'm not crying. You're crying. Or we both have onions. And we're both cutting onions. Something like that. Just a fallen friend, as you would say. I want to be able to drive cars in Madden 26. That's what I'm saying, boys. Let's make this game a battle royale. I'm surprised that EA hasn't, like, not battle royale, but hasn't thought about ideas like, you know, game modes where it's crazy things. Like, for example, College Football 25. College Football 25, you have mini games that have like bowling and stuff like that. Like, let's make it crazy, man. Bring back the mini games from like Madden 10 days or Madden 09 days. And just make things like absolutely insane. I feel like there's a lot we could do with this, but we're just going to have to wait for the EA Sports train wreck to keep going down the station. Guys, make sure to like and subscribe button if you are indeed new. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.